Hi everybody, it is Friday the 2nd of October and I've come up to a hill above Luss in the Loch Lomond National Park. It's called Ben Dubh and the whole circuit is called the Glen Strudel circuit. So I'm going to head up there tonight and then camp halfway around, hopefully. It's just great to get out. Gorgeous day. We're just ahead of Storm Alex, I think it's called. So there's a wee window of opportunity tonight and then I nearly need to bail out early. So I just thought I'd take advantage of it. But views are gorgeous, as you can see. Cracking day, so I'm going to head up the hill and let's see how this wee evening goes. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's the rescue chopper heading south down the loch. And that over there is Ben Lomond, the most southerly Munro in Scotland. Must be some sort of adventure race, I've never heard of it. WOD, W-O-D on the loch. It's a new one on me. One hour in and I'm puffed. My pack is way too heavy. I'm either unfit, carrying too much weight, or probably both. That's about an hour and 20. But it's a cracking view. Starting to haze over slightly. I don't know what the weather will do tonight, we'll see. Anyway, I'll go for about another hour along the ridge. See if we can find a water supply, because this is all I've got. An hour and a half. We're getting there, it's beginning to flatten out. Ben Dubh, first one down. Ah, brilliant. Still as anything up here, not a soul. I'm going to head in that direction along the ridge. I think there's a wee lock in where I can get water. And then maybe just camp beyond it. So I'm very tempted just to try and find a spot here if I can. Problem is water supply. There's some fairly manky looking pools, but I don't know how safe they'll be if I filter them. I'll have a wee look around for some running water just in case, but I might be struggling. Come down the hill a wee bit further, but there's not much water at all, just stagnant pools. I'm saying they're stagnant, they might not be. But as you can see, we're looking over to the cobbler over there, Ben Louis on the right, and then Ben Narnain just in the foreground in front of the peak. So some really nice views, but they're dying away as I go further down this hill, so I'd rather go back up to the highest point and I can get some nice photography all the way around. So I may just head up and take a gamble in this water. See how we get on. Right, that's us set up. It's 6:30. Just got one guy to put in and get all the gear under cover and get some tea on. But beautiful spot. Cracking views all round, so it should be good for photography if the sky stays clear. Here's hoping. It certainly feels like it could be a bit of a chilly one tonight if it stays clear. I've only got my Mountain Hardware sleeping bag with me, so I'm hoping it'll be alright. Otherwise we're in trouble. Ironically enough, the wind seems to be coming straight at me, side on, which is not the way they want to work this tent. Works very well if the wind is along the axis, but if it's side on I could have serious problems. Anyway, we'll see how it transpires. And I'm going to try the MSR wind boiler tonight as well. First time I've used it in the field. Bit by God, it's heavy. That feels like half the weight I was carrying up the hill, to be quite honest. Anyway. Couple of guys running past, talk about mountain leadership and adventure races, funny enough. Don't suppose you get your average jogger up here. Nice night though. So, first time I've tried this. Let's see how quickly it boils. Heavy, but yes, it did boil quickly. So, quite impressive in the wind. Right, main course on now. Gonna have some pasta and some stirring sun-dried tomato sauce, hopefully. It's about 9:30. It's really cold out the side, freezing, terrible wind chill, unsurprisingly. I did bring a fire log as well, I thought about putting a fire on, but I couldn't sit out there. So I have retired to the tent and I'm just using candle power for the moment and watching videos. So apparently a dog's gone missing on the hill here, and I've said to the group on Facebook that I'll have a wee look for it. So I'm just going to boil up some hot water for a sleeping bag and then I'll take a wander around just in case there's any sign of it. Well, I went out and had a wee wander around and blew a whistle, but no sign of Holly at the moment. Anyway, I got my bed, left some food out, so you never know, she might stumble across it. We'll see what happens. It's about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Right, I'm off to bed. I'll see you in the morning, or I'll see you in the night if a wee doggy turns up. Eight o'clock. That was a cold night actually. It was clear and still for a long time. Just the sound of deer, stags braying in the distance. But unfortunately no sign of Holly the dog. I thought I heard barking at one point during the night off to my left, but I may have dreamed it. So I'll get up and get a wee look around as before I head down. Yeah. Right. Seems to be a popular wee running spot, this. That's the second batch of runners I've seen go round. Okay, that's me, I'm away, leave no trace. I was going to head over towards Glen Striddle's horseshoe and right round, as you can see there. Unfortunately I got a wee phone call last night, slightly concerning news about a family member, so I'm going to head back down the road quickly and just deal with it. So anyway, I'll cut it short, but it was a great night. Time to go. So that's me nearly down, 10 minutes from the car. So thanks again everybody for watching, short but sweet. Got to get back for some family matters and always hope to do the whole horseshoe. the latest update, meeting people on the way down, is Holly the dog is still missing, but we think she might be over in the far glen off to my side here, so hopefully she'll turn up the next couple of days. Anyway, see you for the next one, and cheers just now.